What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Populous. If you guys want to be shouted out in tomorrow's video, please subscribe and turn on post notifications, as well as leave a comment below telling me what your top altcoin is that we should look at tomorrow. Otherwise, I do have a few things to point out. The topic for today is, will Litecoin ever break out? Are we expected to break out soon? Let's jump right into it. So right now, I have the coin market cap up, and I'm just going to refresh it really quick so we can get a good overview of what the market's looking like. I believe since last time I checked, we've been up quite a bit. Bitcoin dominance at 37.2, market cap at 389 billion, so I believe 10 billion more than yesterday. Still looking to break above 400 and eventually 500 billion. But for the most part, altcoins are up. Tron up 13%, doing quite nicely. Bitcoin up 3, Ripple up 3, Litecoin up 3. Not too bad all around. Very slow movement upwards. Litecoin still above Cardano, and we're trying to break that 5th position. So I do want to look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I'm going to show you a few graphs that I have that I'd like to pull up. So right now we're looking at Litecoin, and you'll notice that it was on a downtrend or a descending triangle. So you can see we have the downtrend right here at the bottom. You can see we have, if I can draw with the Elliott Wave, we have 5 points of contact. So let's pull up the Elliott Wave right here. And you'll notice we would have Alright, let's get off that. You see A, then we have B, C, D, and E right here. Or we can put the 0 right here. Now you can see that formed, and we have just currently broken out of the Elliott Wave on this triangle, and we are looking to move upwards, like I said, to retest this high-low MMA at around 146, 147. I do want to bring up a few graphs I had sent to me. So right now, this is from an email sent by Proud Dad. Again, credit to him for sending such a nice chart and his own analysis. So right now we're looking at Litecoin on Coinigy, and you'll notice this head and shoulders formation. So you guys can see this shoulder right here, this head, and now we're doing a second shoulder. You'll see right now we just completed this Elliott Wave triangle we had forming. And I want to read you what the email said. It said, the reverse head and shoulders is working out perfectly. I have drawn a new pennant flag, Elliott 5 wave, on the hourly. As I predicted earlier, so if you watch some of the other videos, it says it should break out of the triangle at E within the next hour or two. Come back and retest the top of the triangle and then move up strongly. While the formation has been developing for the past 2 months, we have built up huge energy and support. So he's talking about E right here. I have recalculated my Litecoin breakout target from the neckline. My new target after solidly breaking up through the neckline is well over 1,000. It is actually over 2,000, but I'm being conservative. People are underestimating how huge this next bull run will be. It will shatter ATH easily. Last time we went up 6 times in December last year. We were at 70 on the RSI and 20 on the stochastic RSI. At the moment, we are at 42 and 11 respectively. Heaps of room to move up, suggesting possible 20 times run up from today's price. Keep up the great work. I really like the new intro. Kind regards, Proud Dad. So these are the graphs he did, and I wanted to show you guys these. This is the first one. You can see the second one is a zoomed in version of right in this area right here. So now you can see we are looking at the E point, which I showed you on the other graph. This is E, and we are trying to break through that, and we are prospectively looking to break through that. And now we have a more overall look. You can see how we had this run up over here, this fall, This is the head, and now this is the completion of the shoulder. And we're looking to reach the neckline of this head and shoulders reversal formation. So pulling up our graph right now, you can see how this is the shoulder he's talking about. And if we zoom out more, we are on the 4 hour, so it's a little more distinct, but we'll go to the daily to make it easier. You'll now see how we have a few head and shoulder, like a head and shoulder. I'm going to draw it here. So you can see this would be the shoulder, the first shoulder. This would be the head. And now we're looking for this as the next shoulder. So in essence, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this next head and shoulder movement, or this next breakout to the neckline. The neckline is respectively at around $190. You can see I have drawn that through right here, and that's where we're currently looking to run up to. On the RSI, we are currently at around 44, so much room to grow, much support. We want to get back up above this high-low MMA at around $160. That's where that's sitting at. And basically retest that 188, 190 region for the neckline. Once we break that, he's anticipating a run to 1,000. That's being conservative for him. Me being conservative, I'd say anywhere from $300 to $500 is where I'm targeting that region to go. And if you're going to question where is he getting that $300 to $500, well, I can show you. When we look at this graph, I'm looking now on Litecoin on the weekly. You'll notice how we have formed a triangle, a clear-cut triangle. There's also a triangle here. If we take respectively the percentage it has grown, well, we can just do this first. It has grown 350%. 350% it has moved. So now if we go to the price range and we go up 350% from the breakout, I have to extend this out more. 350 is even higher than that. It won't even fit. Let's see. Falls right around here. Let's do right there. Okay. So that's respectively sitting at around $484 using that and then using this. This is the same percentage that they both have broken out. 350, around 350. So you can see how the potential to move up is there. Now, guys, the reason you don't see this right now is because of the scale we're looking at. The scale of Litecoin right now, this scale, each candle represents 1 week. So for me to move that candle upwards up here, it might move up like that. That might be 7, 8, 9, 10 candles. That's like 3 or 4 months, guys. That's what I want you to realize. Instead of thinking we're just going to go boop straight up, that's not going to happen. It may do something like that in a quick while, but let's be conservative. We're looking for that movement upwards, and if we expect to see something like this, I want to show you. Like if we see a run, let's say conservatively like this, and we go all the way to 800. Okay, so we have now gone from January, February, March, April, May 21st, or May 20th today, all the way out to, we're going to keep going, the January, May, June, July, I believe August 20th. So now you can see that's over a 3-month difference. For us to get here is a 3-month difference. That's how much growth that has done, 3 months. So you guys have to kind of look at that for what it's worth. That the potential move may take some time to come. Obviously, you guys are expecting it to be quicker. We thought the breakout was going to be quicker as well. I did too. I had this drawn something like this, but turns out the triangle was actually something more on the lines of this. So it was a longer, more of a descending triangle. And you'll notice we did break out of that. And then to clarify on this, if I then zoom in a little bit lower, check out the daily. I just want to look back at the other previous triangle right here. we can notice that there was a pullback. So let's touch upon this. You now see we have an Elliott Wave triangle, and we do have a breakout with Litecoin. Now, what I want you guys to pay attention to is you saw we had a break upwards, like we had on the triangle. I'll move to the recent one. And then we had some depression. We had a fall. We went from 67 all the way down to 55 and recovered at around $58, $57. So you can see there was some depression right here on that pullback, but then we went up. Zooming to current times, you'll see we're having a very similar thing. We had a recent spike upwards, a depression slightly, where people are negative Bitcoin and Litecoin, which is a good buying opportunity. We're now starting to see it slightly move up. So we'll see if this is going to continue in that movement upwards. That's what we're looking for. So let's play it conservative. Don't invest anything you're not comfortable with losing. And let's move on to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is looking quite well. You can see we have finally broken out of that downtrend we've had on the 4-hour. We finally broke out of it. We are now moving up, and like I said, we were going to retest the high-low MMA, and that's where we're going to retest it. You can see by the drawing I had, we are going to move up. I had it drawn up here because that's where the high-low MMA was previously, but it shifted downwards, so we're now currently testing resistance levels right here on the MMA. We're hoping to break above that, so we'd like to see that movement upwards and push us above or in between the high-low MMA. Right at around $8,700 would be a nice move where I'm looking or anticipating it to go. Ethereum, I've already drawn this out. I didn't show you guys yesterday, but I drew it out this morning, and I wanted to show you the potential Ethereum has too. So Ethereum started an Elliott Wave on its own, and you can see it's moved up percentage at around 30% on the 4-hour. So looking at the 4-hour now, which is quicker than a week scale, I moved it up 30% as well, and now we're sitting on around a $894 Ethereum from where it was. You'll notice that we completed E, had a pullback, retested the top for support, and we are now starting to go up. So the potential to continue going up is there. Is there a support line? I'm not sure. I can leave that here, and we'll see how that affects Ethereum, but we'll check it out. I did want to pull up this article quickly and kind of give you an overall view, a more simpler term view of some cryptocurrencies, the ones that we talked about. So let's check out Litecoin. It says, as coins compete to come on top, Litecoin appears to have an edge over their rivals. In a bid to the official cryptocurrency for TapJet, an online private jet booking app, Litecoin had to show what the company has in store for their potential adopters. Ripple did come up strongly too, despite accusation of fake votes. Anyhow, both coins are now accepted on TapJet, and this is good for their retail and/or consumer adoption drive. After all, the more people, companies, institutions transact using Litecoin, the faster the correction of this undervaluation. So obviously this website also thinks we are undervalued. You'll notice how it's showing you this downtrend right here, and you can see it's questioning a spring movement upwards, support at 110, and you can see its resistance bull target is 180 with a mid-range resistance right at around $152, $53. Is there Bitcoin? I don't think Bitcoin is on here, so that's gonna sum up what that article thought about Litecoin. I'm now looking at Populous, so we can see, hopefully you guys pay attention to this downtrend, or this uptrend right here, and this downtrend right here, that kind of come into a meet in the middle. We could even move it down here. So you can see how Populous was holding on to support like that, this downtrend, and you can see how it started to have an uptrend and then currently broke out of that. So that's very nice that we're breaking out, and it seems to just be riding this uptrend right now. So I'm going to draw this out. This seems to be a slow moving uptrend. We're currently moving down on Populous, so it'll be interesting to see if we come down, retest support right here, and then bounce up higher. You can see slowly the high-low MMA is coming in on the daily. I'm going to zoom out to the 4-hour. Maybe it'll be there. So yeah, we can see the 4 hours there. You can see the breakout it had, the downtrend, the uptrend it's following. It did break up above the high-low MMA on the 4-hour. It's now breaking below it, so it'll be interesting. What it wants to do is come back down, retest support, and then bounce off like it does in the past. So I'm really looking to see when Populous, the high-low MMA, start going sideways and meet up with this downtrend. We should see the price possibly do something like that and a movement upwards. So that's pretty much going to sum up the video for today, guys. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel. Leave comments below. Join my Facebook group. I'll leave the group in the description below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.